Start with the global cues, and firstly from the US markets, let's tell you how did they shut shop back on Friday, as well as what are the cues we are getting as of now, because over the weekend, well, of course, we have to watch out for the main commentaries coming in from Trump. But firstly on the markets and the benchmark indices, it was Dow Jones, Nasdaq as well as S&P 500. They were actually above 0.5% on Friday's session, a mild recovery what we have seen on all the three index, but the week gone by wasn't that great because S&P 500 specifically has seen its biggest weekly decline since September. It was indeed a volatile week for the US markets, and we also had the February job reports data as well. But latest on the Trump, a lot of these commentaries coming in. Firstly on Russia, he's saying that he's strongly considering large-scale sanctions and tariff on Russia. That's the first statement coming in from Donald Trump. Other than that, he has also warned about the monster nuclear weapons, calling for the denuclearization efforts. And on Canada, there are fresh threats of new tariffs, including lumber, as well as 250% tax that Canada has been imposing on US imports, specifically related to dairy products, is something that Donald Trump has highlighted. So all these things are definitely the one that we are watching out for. We're talking about dollar index. A mild cool off is what we have seen on that particular index. US dollar was down 4% this particular year. So that's what the US market did. So let's watch out for those.
Well, absolutely lots to watch out for, right, when it comes to the US market. But let's also take a very quick look at crude, because we've seen quite the flip-flop coming in as far as crude prices are concerned, because throughout the course of the last week, there was some weakness that we were seeing. At this point, you did have crude ending the week, in fact, on a good note, on a decent note, you could say, but retreated from those session highs after US President Donald Trump threatened sanctions on Russia if it fails to reach a ceasefire with Ukraine. In fact, he said in a Truth Social post that he was strongly considering sanctions on Russian banks and tariffs on Russian products because its armed forces continue attacks in Ukraine. When you take a look at price moves, though, you're looking at Brent crude futures that were up 1.5%. Maintained that $70 a barrel level coming in as far as Brent is concerned. Even when you take a look at US WTI, there was a 68-cent uptick or 1% uptick there, about $67 a barrel is the kind of level that you're looking at as far as Brent is concerned. Of course, you do have those triggers coming in. In terms of those supply side triggers, you have OPEC Plus's output hike that we're looking out for, that kicks in from the month of April, and Trump's comments, like I mentioned. Also, what you should be watching out for, you did see that longest losing streak coming since December 2023. So like I mentioned, it's been quite the roller coaster ride as far as crude is concerned. Gold prices, of course, stayed near the 2,910 mark. And you do have cryptos also remaining volatile. So really just lots to take a look at this morning.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.